Hello everyone, and welcome to your weekly reading of Healing Message from the day December 5th to December 11th for this week. Whatever you're going through, I hope you find some comfort and healing in this reading. So from left to right, we have card 1, 2, and 3. And simply choose the pile that calls to you, and there are timestamps below for your selection. For card 1, let's see what you have. Okay, we have strength, humor, simplicity. So you've been navigating a lot. See this vast ocean and how you're riding the waves to the top, to something that not many people have reached. And this might be kind of amplified in your mind as well. There's just so much to tackle and so many obstacles out there and inside, and it's taking a lot from you. It might be taking toll on your health, or just like your brain capacity, but you're seeing there's a lot that can be done. It can be reaching your personal goal, or you might be seeing a lot of things that people need help with, and yeah, the challenge has been that you kind of feel alone, even if you know that's not true, but there's a lot that needs to be done, and sometimes you have to kind of go at it, because you can pick your pace, you can use the tools you need to. And so what kind of happens is, you become wondering if this is actually as worth it as you initially thought. And I feel like maybe some people are saying it's no use. There's not that much we can do, or maybe people feel like you're putting on a show. Maybe from their point of view, they're thinking it's your ego, or you're trying to make it more dramatic than it is, and it's really unfair because you have vision and you have certain kind of hope, and it's not fair that when you're seeing something ideal, you're being hopeful and you want to achieve something greater, and then those who either don't have the strength or don't have the faith right now, they try to bring you to that same space. We're all in different situation and different speeds in our lives, so it doesn't really help when we try to force other people to bring them into our own situation. And so what you really use a lot of support from those who are not people, maybe going into nature, because it will quiet all the opinions, and because we care about people. And so once you're trying to take care of things, and of course you want to respond to everyone's needs and their worries, then you become overwhelmed and get pulled in different direction. And that's why we all need the quiet of nature. That's when things are at a neutral, objective kind of space, and everything is flowing without our human mind and our human inclination to manipulate and to control things. So so I hear simplicity. You are not going to be forgetting what you're hoping for, but it's just that you can find, that there's a detour, a backyard that you can go to, and all that you care about is in the back of your mind. But first of all, you can immerse yourself in, it's almost like a healing bath. It's like a healing bath of nature. Anywhere you find that there is quietude, it could be around people, but people who are not trying to affect your opinions, people who can simply witness you and hold you and let you continue on your path. That's the kind of healing you need. And that's why we say nature is usually the most nurturing and neutral, because it's not trying to tell you. You don't have to go on a walk to be actively looking for signs or messages. You're going to be there to be and breathe and kind of recover and reset to where you start, and into a state of as cleanly as possible, because your hopes and your worries will always be there when you come back to it. But do take the time and space to find or to notice what is the most calm and neutral space that you can find to hold your ground and recover your natural vitality. That's it for card number 1. Okay, for card number 2, let's see. First we have awakening. We have release. Third, we have flexibility. Okay. Okay, so you are, let's see, looks like there's a lot of change and growth happening to you, and you'll get some growth pain, because the process of awakening or learning and realization is not straightforward. You're going to go through a lot of confusion. You're going to go on a lot of spirals and returning to things just maybe in a different kind of awareness. You are trying to utilize and combine all that you knew, but also trying to develop this, leave space for this whole new awareness. And what you need healing is all these things that you have learned, you've maybe the lessons or the experiences. In order for new perspective to develop, you need to release your emotions. So in the process of looking to something that's much bigger or higher consciousness, you also want to come back and take care of individual relationships, incidents, memories, and sort of looking in the eye. You could benefit from either journaling or talking it through with someone. If you have dreams, you can do dream journal and kind of break it down and understand what it is that you're seeing in yourself through the symbolism of the dreams. But it's kind of like the energy and the emotion is a little dense, and it could help you to find whatever that helps with letting your feelings flow. So for example, if the outdoors stimulate you, you can find somewhere with, go for fresh air, or maybe you can let the wind kind of blow away or your thoughts. You could try singing out in the open, or sing at home, put on some video, YouTube karaoke, and release what you're feeling. Singing is a really good way. And the other methods we talked about, because I think for any kind of growth, it's gonna be in cycles, or in a spiraling cone, if you will. And for new awareness to come in, we do want to create space, and this will help you become more flexible. We will not be hung up on if we're feeling positive or if we're feeling negative. We will be able to just kind of feel the lush, the supportness in our environment. And when things are feeling stuck, we then just naturally look for ways to help with what needs to flow. And if we're feeling good, and that's great, we are connected to we'll be connected to love and abundance, and support, and a network of community, and we will know that it's always there, and we will actively participate. Something I like to think is that we can try to have the part of us that's doing well. Certain times we're doing better than the other times, and we want the us that's doing in better times to help support the us and not so great time. So if I'm feeling positive, I'm seeing opportunities and being really thankful, that's when I can have more energy to do a little bit more or give some of that to other people. And when I'm feeling weaker or when I'm feeling lonelier, then that's when I know I can just sit back and try to heal and recover, and I don't have to go about it as much. And that's my concept of having different having ourselves in different times, taking care of each other. So yeah, be aware you're going in the right path, and this is gonna help you feel more fully in yourself. You'll it's just that it does, it takes different, any good story, a rewarding one, you'll be going through different stages. And so that's the story you're in right now. And so it's an encouragement. Feel what you need to feel, and you will get there. You will get there. This is looking beautiful for you, and see how you're going to have all of this. The universe is gonna be full of your being. And see, all these are supposed to be mountains, and even the majestic mountains are gonna be your friend. So you'll get there. You'll get there, lovely. Okay, for the third card, let's see what you got. Okay, forgiveness. Faith. Resilience. Okay, so something's there's been some hurt in your life, around your life, and you kind of know what needs to happen, and you're not denying it. So that's great. Forgiveness, this card is beautiful because it's never easy. Sometimes this could be for ourselves, forgiving ourselves within ourselves, and we get pulled in all kinds of directions of continuous self-doubt, self-sabotage, and we kind of feel like we're just stuck there going nowhere. And sometimes it's about being forgiven or forgiving others, and we're going to have so many different internal conversations about how things should have been, what could happen if I say this, what's gonna trigger. And then we have so many different scripts and possibilities of how a process of forgiveness might turn out. And what this card is showing us is is what everyone needs is very, very simple, and there's a place of belonging that all calls to us. And when we feel just way too overwhelmed with all those tangled relationships, there's always going to be a direction within us, metaphorically, within the moonlight, in the night. That might be a time when we feel the most clearly what's ultimately the real thing we want, and that's not gonna be more hurt, that's not gonna be more blame, that's not gonna be trying to be compensated. We just want peace. And so you've been trying to hold on to that light, and this is a confirmation that yes, whenever you feel there are more destructive feelings and there are more hopeful feelings, and this is telling you to hold on to that. And maybe there is community you can utilize for people who are going through similar things, maybe meditation type of community, or maybe it's for the specific subject that you're looking at. But what it's saying is, even when we feel alone, we all want similar things, and you already know so well what is guiding you. Just don't let that spark fade. And like, there's an idea of, if you know where you can charge that belief, that will bring you to a bigger, more expensive place, then do that. It could be whatever tool that you're using to help you, and sometimes it might be need brushing up. If you're going to a therapist, maybe you want to renew your relationship or your faith in that process. If you're using spiritual tools, obviously like crystal or cards, and maybe you do want to bring them to the full moon and recharge it and renew your faith so that it's always serving you. Yeah, and you're gonna develop a very helpful, very, very strong quality in life, that is resilience. Is you are never going to be worried by the challenges in life. Here we go. Whatever you see, you will have something guiding you. You will have the good things that's guiding you. When it's dark, you will know it's there. It kind of reminds me of Maverick, the latest Maverick movie, where when your body physically cannot handle the environment, and there was a few seconds when they're driving the plane, and they would be kind of blackout. Their conscious would black out for a while because of the air pressure. And that is the time when all your practice, your habits, and your intuition goes on autopilot without your mind working. And even in that blackout state, you continue to operate in the same way. That's the most true to your authentic self. And this is kind of like that. No matter the situation, this is depicting like when you continue to renew and recharge the beliefs you have, and kind of not just letting them sit. For this card, from this perspective, is it's a little bit like trusting the universe and also keeping the invitation open. We ask for healing and support from spirit, from our environment, and we always leave the door open. We keep the door welcome, so that when we don't have the energy, we know that those that we trust can just walk in through the door and come to our help. And this will be the future state where you have that routine going, your up and downs in your faith and your beliefs, this will get stronger and stronger, and it will be a full part of you where you just have this intuition, more like an instinct, is that when times are dark, you know you're still being guided by spirit and by yourself. And it's a very valuable thing to guide you through everything through life. So keep that faith, and remember that the full moon is this week. And you will have allies and peers, even if they don't seem that visible, but similar to your belief in spirit and also in something greater. The mystery, greater force is there, and it will help you. Okay, and so that's the message for card 3. And I wish you the best, and hope that you have a week of caring of yourself.